Hello and welcome back everyone. I think I may have gotten a little bit mad with power here, cause last episode I decided to pick a fight with the Krynn, only to find out that every single one of their ships, except for the few that actually engaged, are all railgun based, so what I thought was going to be an easy victory is going to probably not be as simple as I make it sound. All the while, picking my fight with the Iconians with my Watcher Grasshopper fleet here, which is now probably going to get into a little bit of a skirmish here because this fleet is actually fast enough to actually intercept in this turn. So I may have blundered things a little bit last episode, but we're still in good shape. My fleets are not going to get destroyed, and I got upgrades to start enhancing, so let's start doing that. I would love to just keep increasing my culture ideally, but I don't know how ideal that is. And we have assault drones and assault ships, and more constructors on the way. So the good news, at least with the Krynn, is that all their ships are still tiny fighters. They have not bothered to make anything bigger than that. But apparently... Oh. I was wondering how the hell this ship had like 40 health. And apparently they're using the Durame to reinforce ships, so that's interesting. I think the Krynn know they're screwed. They're getting desperate. Not to mention the fact they can only get like a small handful of those ships, so it's not really saying much. Oh, and for some reason this plane has like no ships at all. So why the hell is not just siege it? Let's see, I'm gonna need to figure out what the hell my fleet is first before I engage, because they are still energy resistant with their weaponry, so I should be able to take that out. I don't have quite the infestors to kill them off, but I definitely have the health to deal with them. So this ought to be nice fun. I am interested to see how this works out, because this is a bit of a different fight for me. Needless to say, I don't know how ideal it is, but at least I get to see my Fireflies in action for a change. In all their kind of massive glory there. They're kind of large ships, and of course, I'll just shut up. We'll see how this goes. Gotta say, the ships look like tugboats. Except for these two right now that are still alive. They conveniently have the shields of... Well, never mind. They're like... These two ships are hardly a threat because of all my deflectors. And best of all, I do not think I lost a single ship in that engagement, did I? Nope. That was a clean sweep. Mind you, I don't think I want to do that again until I get a maxed out fleet. Like this fleet right here. I think that's more than capable of taking out the rest of them. Unfortunately, the Moths are not actually the most optimal because of their dependence on like missile defense rather than energy shields. But hey, the Wasp at least will help with that. Now, before I do anything else, I want to kill those Iconians. I want to make sure everything's all good. There's not a lot else to do, it looks like. And my field augmentation is about to finish, so I'm trying to research like passive upgrades so that way I can rapidly and efficiently improve the entirety of my fleet rather than having to get new components there that only my latest built ships are going to have access to. Ah, damn Krynn. Way to ruin my parade. And of course the constructor was there underneath the swarmers, so that would have been nice. There, that's what I have to say. Just have the swarmers take that out. Problem solved, right? Just throw enough swarmers at it and it'll go away. Even if this thing is like a single tiny ship that just took out a damn Mark IV constructor. So he got value out of that. Gonna fix that in a moment. We got grasshoppers, we got giant fleet here. Ragtag group there, with the grasshoppers kind of being hindered a bit by the mobility and everything else, but that should be fine. I do need to keep my eye out for more Krynn like over there. Which is all the reason why I'm just going to get rid of these grasshoppers. I do not need them in this fleet. Like I said before, they have way too much mobility. They're being hindered. So let's put them to what they're best at. Destroying things without them even realizing they're being pursued. They're just gonna demolish everything. And of course, I got this weird zigzag going on here with the ship range, which I can easily bypass if I so wish. Don't ask me logic there. But anyways, what are we looking at? 26 fleet strength here, so that looks like 13 ships. I should be able to take that out, shipyard out with relative ease, right? I'm just wondering, well, there's not much point to attacking the planet, so until my infestors arrive. And I want to keep building star bases. And I don't think this need to just try and figure out where I can put my star bases at. No, I can't put it there, so I have 9 hexes, so I could put it down here. Just try and find optimal spot. Perfect. Nothing they can do about it. And I'll wait till next turn to move this forward, getting our starbase going. And with that said, let me just take out this starbase. We're going to get a lot of battles going on here. Also, just realized the Iconians didn't bother to attack my fleet down here, so they are relatively unharmed. So that's a win in my book, because I was worried I was going to take some damage. Speaking of taking damage, I might take a little bit here. With my 2 wasps there, they got relatively good defenses there. Just the 2 wasps alone basically got every single one of my moths the same resistance as theirs, so I think we're in good shape. Yeah, I should probably quick battle some of this, but this is going to be fun watching these kind of small fleets battle. Because really, what the hell? Because really, what was I going to say? Yeah, everything's just been my massive cruisers, just steamrolling everything's gone underway. In this case, it seems a little more reasonable, fair fight. A little bit. Now, if only the trails were in the way. It's really the engine trails that are a bit of an eyesore due to the number of ships. And of course I got a drone here that's doing absolutely nothing. Now it's about to die. There goes my scout ship. Maybe it's a bad idea. Either way, all the fighters are pretty much down. And we're about to lose this. Well, actually, that wasp is full repaired. Don't know why it shows it as almost dead, to my point of view. Oh. And I was wondering about the armor thing. Apparently, that is a passive percentage trait. But still, why the hell is the shield strength 5 and the ECM shield only 2? Is it because I have higher quality? I'm not sure. No. Come on, shoot it! Shoot it! What the hell? That was weird. If anything, I figured the shipyard would have attacked. Okay, not my proudest moment. But we destroyed that with a little bit of casualties, but I don't think I need the moss anymore. I did lose the drone, unfortunately. Which was kind of flying there pointlessly. It didn't even have any weapons. So, I lost a little bit in my eyes there. And now, I already know I'm going to win this fight, so... Oh. Wait a minute. I thought there were ships here before. What the hell? I thought Stars 3 had ships. Or am I going crazy? I think I'm starting to go crazy. I just want to put that out there. After all, when you do like 105 episodes of this series there, it seems to be going as slow as molasses. I'm sure that does something to a man. The creepy insanity. Nonetheless, the job's being done here, and if possible, I want to try and snipe a couple of their isolated cruisers. Do have the mobility for it, because we got a 25 fleet strength, 25 stack rather, tornado fleet there. And they all look like there's 3 movement. So yeah, I do not understand why Iconians are letting their ships get murdered like this, but okay. I again need to be careful of the damage that's being done. And I have 4 movements, so I'll back away and then rinse and repeat, I guess. Just rinse and repeat. Also, research is done. There are Krynn around, and I have actually... I don't think the whole lot I need. I don't even need my swarms to go up top. They could just... I'll just leave them here like the original plan was and have them keep an eye on the Iridians, so that way they don't put me in a 3-way war. Although I already know I'm going to take care of that handily. I'm not worried. And then Wasp and everything else can move in. Although, because of that armor field, I'm going to want to get rid of it for my Wasp now. Which is going to be a bit annoying. Because I'm sure it's going to cost me creds just to put or remove that hull integrity field. So it's a bit annoying, and I still have no clue what the hell am I supposed to do with this artifact that I got, or that's in my space now. I did not see an option to tap into it there. The only thing I can think of is the Yor had an event of some kind similar to what I had when it became apparent the Yor had an artifact, and they were passively benefiting from it. Whether it's a planetary benefit or their empire-wide, I'm not sure. Because I'm not seeing a planetary benefit at least, so I have no clue what I can do with that. Nonetheless, north side, you're perfectly safe. I would love to get that thulium. I'll have to trade for it, but I don't think the humans are gonna want that there. If my attempts to trade with the Iconians were any indication, they would just not accept anything for that starbase. Yeesh. I wanted to think of something clever, but I couldn't. Well, let's just carry on. I want to keep the starbases going. I do also need to keep in mind the upgrade potential. So that way my starbases aren't really easy kills. Because what does these have? 300 health, 24 damage. So, at least against 3 cruisers, I'm confident my starbases can handle them with a little bit of boost, defense boost. Hard to say. I can't really tell until I actually am put to the test, which isn't a pleasant thought. I am worried about having to lose them. Now, I got my constructor. Keep the push going, preferably without them getting slaughtered by the Krynn or the Iconians. Or even worse, get slaughtered by pirate sniper here. That would just be insult to injury. We got 2 Watchers and a Grasshopper, that's perfect. That's Mark II and a Mark I, so they're going to go reinforce with the other fleet, I think. And we got our research done. Yeah, the center field augmentation for the extra sensor range, and I don't think there's much passive stuff I can really get that really will affect me, right? No, just reduce mass and all that. Reduce mass for the engines isn't bad, seeing as I'm using hyperwarp drive, but 8 turns too long. What's targeting assist? Oh, I already got the higher quality stuff anyway, so I don't need this. I already got the higher tier. Life support optimization, that increases ship range passively, that's also handy. 2 turns, that's worth getting. And also, let me take a look at Mackenzie. How's this coming along with the Discovery Spear and all that? Going to take an eternity unless I want to rush some of this. And considering it's going to take half my income to do that, I do not want to do that. Especially since I'm hemorrhaging a lot of my income relatively quickly, so the more ships I build, the faster that's going to plummet. So I need to be prepared. Otherwise, let's just destroy some starbases. I don't have any cruisers, so this is going to take a little bit of damage actually. Yeah, I took a tiny bit of damage. Oh, and I think I am going crazy, aren't I? Because I already fought that fleet. I was wondering about that earlier, and now I got my answer. Don't I feel like an idiot? Oh well. There's so much going on. What can I say, damn it? Do you see how much space I have? Do you see how big this damn galaxy is? I'm practically just pushing past the halfway point on the at least on my reach. There is still a lot of campaign left to this if I so wish it to continue to drag on. But with things snowballing out of control in my favor, oh, I want to pass on this and get my constructor moving. I think I can force the campaign to end a lot sooner than it needs to. Oh, Q eject. Okay, I thought for some reason I was able to move it. We got wasps, hornets here. We can destroy more of the star bases. So, let's get to that and start crippling the Krynn. Now, I'm sure the Saiyans are happy with me, considering they are fighting against the Krynn as well. I wonder, they're still at war with them, right? Because I don't think me going to war with them has actually given me positive trait, right? We have a common enemy. Actually, it is giving them a positive modifier. That is interesting. And the poor Krynn are gonna get their ass beat. Don't worry. Soon enough I'll have my infestors over to start conquering that. Speaking of which, where are all my infestors? I need to make sure they start gathering up. And where is Harper? Ah, there we are. I had plans for these 5 infestors as well. So the plan is to max it out. Whopping 15 population. This is going to have to take some time to recover, since I just hindered my economy even further doing that. But I think we're okay for a bit. Didn't even look like it hurt the economy any rather. And I could start pushing down. Will I have the hornets I need to fight their fleet? Because we are looking at 12 tornadoes. Yeah, 12 tornadoes there. And I can't see what's over there. Against, let's see, we got 4 wasps, a pulverizer, and 5 hornets. So I need a couple more ships if I'm going to at least match it. Although my watchers can easily help out with that if I need the extra muscle. So I'll send them down south, because I already got extra fleets of infestors coming for the push against the Krynn. Now, most important of all, I gotta make sure these infestors do not get caught off guard by Krynn or Iconians. So I need to have a hornet or 2 with them there at all times. Hell, even better, I'm just gonna have this watcher go rendezvous with them. Add a little bit of muscle, and I have a hornet here too, so we'll just send them together down south, because the hornet's going that way regardless. So that works for the time being. And this one has another, another constructor node, two swarmers. Never mind, I'll leave them be. Yeah, I got a lot of swarms building. I gotta be careful. Like I said, income is actually gonna drop tremendously with all the ships that are building. And not much else aside for destroying more star bases. Let's see. I guess I'll leave that be for now. So many idle ships, damn. I'm rallying a massive fleet there, and speaking of which, how is my Guardian coming along? Ooh, Guardian's about to finish next turn. I'm excited. It still looks ugly, to my standards at least, but I'm still excited. We're gonna get to see that thing in action. Sadly, I already need to decide to kind of... God. That's like the 4th constructor that's been sniped. This is getting sloppy. I need to deal with the Krynn threat that's down here, as well as find those Iconians. So Hornet can easily take them out. Swarmers are chasing that one. And if I have any Mark IIIs, I can easily just eject them. Okay, these should be the last of the swarmers for my shipyards, so I don't have to worry about hemorrhaging more population for those worlds, so Hornet, do your thing. I'm not worried about you. Nice and simple. Oh, and it's actually got a 5 health bonus. Or is that because I probably have the material? At first I thought that was the Hyperion shipyard, but I don't think it is. Damn it. These Iconians are just barely getting out of my reach. Stupid things. I thought I had ludicrous speed. It's not helping very much. Especially when I have no idea where they're at. Well. We're going to continue on with the sniping here. We're going to find our Krynn threat, which I already see some there. Need to be careful of that. Snipe these ones. That's going to be a bit of an overkill, I think it's safe to say. And everything else will start up here, will start moving out. And those are all grasshoppers, so they're just going to snipe me some Krynn. These are all Mark 1s, I think, too. So they don't got the life support. Yep, they're all Mark 1s. So they'll stay up here. And spot what the Krynn are up to. I just realized just before I attacked that I'm like going to a bee's nest of Krynn's ships. Acolytes. I don't think I have to worry about them. They're just going to demolish every single one of these ships. Ooh, and a free colony ship in the process. Not that there's really much more population or worlds to colonize, I'm afraid to say. So, I'm sorry, Krynn. I'm just saving you the hassle of trying to look for one. Really, it's in your best interest. So is in your best interest to just give me your world, so that way I can enjoy all your territory that basically looks like it's part of mine to begin with, so come on. You had it coming right from the very beginning. Now, I see constructed there, getting ready to grab the Ascension Crystal. We cannot have that. Probably not the most efficient way, because I could have probably sniped a couple of these tornadoes first. But I think we're good. And actually, I should probably send my watchers in that up top to start taking on the... at least help intercept these cruisers. Because it seems like my horns are going to have a bit of a hard time. And I'll get that Krynn Shaper next turn, I guess. Otherwise, nothing exciting up here. Just the escort fleet, just basically keep an eye on the ore in case they decide to get angry at me. And then I can happily take their planets. But really, that world does not even seem worth it. Come on, mine's 50% raw production. I'll let them enjoy their new capital homeworld, or their new capital. Because I certainly don't want it. Now, keep the star bases going. Let's see how much. I got 3 construction points. Perfect. I just gotta. Well, I don't think I have to worry about the Krynn at all. They're hardly organized enough to destroy a starbase, so I should be safe here. Just keep the influence rolling and keep my effectiveness going. And we will get a massive surge of culture out of this pretty soon, I think. Once I can get this in a proper spot. There. I think we're good. I just, again, need to make sure I don't lose those construction ships needlessly. And let me destroy a Steiner Starbase too. It's an eyesore. Ooh. This has the Corvette I was given too. Oh. Maybe it's not a good idea to attack in a radiation cloud. Although, I don't have the movement now. That was probably a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea. What can I say? I'm only human.